money.
Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I'm putting out at least one video a week, giving you guys absolutely free content that's gonna help you guys, whether it's long-term, short-term, just in finance and everything like that. So with that being said, let's jump back to the video.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another dividends video, and this is one that's not a real popular one, but I've seen multiple people review this. I've had a couple questions here. I've had a couple DMs. Thank you guys for reaching out to me. I always appreciate it when you guys tell me what you guys kind of want to see, so that always makes my life a little easier when making these videos. But this one this week was SJR, and if I've never heard of this one before, so I started diving deeper into this one. And the only reason that this one came across, I believe, was because of Bowtie Nation. Bowtie Nation. So shout out to Bowtie Nation. He's another channel. I will put the link in the description of him. I think he's great. I think he does a lot of good things. Are we going to agree to everything? Absolutely not. But this is one that I just kind of want to go over with this one because this is a monthly dividend stock. You guys know I'm huge on monthly dividends. Yes, you guys can buy the S&P 500 whenever you want. You're going to get paid quarterly. That compounding is not going to be quite as fast, and you're not going to be able to grow that wealth quite as fast and get that passive income. And that's kind of what we're looking for with this channel and kind of things that I want to help you guys out with. It's something that I was lucky enough to be able to invest in at a very young age, and it's helped me tremendously. So with that being said, SJR, otherwise as Shaw Communications Incorporated. Again, the ticker symbol is SJR, trades about $29. And we're going to kind of go over this. So first one I want to look at here is the year to date. You're going to look at it, 65.32%. If you look at any stock this year, it's up, and over the past year since 2020, it's up dramatically. Why? Because we had the crash of 2020, or whatever you want to call it, the virus, everything like that. It crashed everything. So yeah, this year, last year, everything's going to be up tremendously. If you bought the bottom, congratulations, guys. Like I told all of my students and stuff like that in the past, I was buying tremendous amounts of stocks towards the bottom. I don't care if it could have went lower, because I would have been buying the same things whether it was at higher points. So yeah, I was buying more and more and more during those times. SJR is one that I do not currently hold, and I'm actually currently looking at it, so I want to go over this with you and then give you my conclusion at the end of it, whether or not this is something that I would put my money into. So SJR, I want to go over the max. So this is something, again, I know not a lot of people, or not enough people, look at. So yes, your year to date could be awesome. Yeah, you could have made 65% on your money plus the dividends. That's great. What's the real overall? Because yeah, any company can have one good year. Look at Pfizer, because the outbreak and everything, they did tremendous. Now they had a bunch of fines. It's coming back down here a little bit. So again, since inception, here around 2000, looks like 1998. You're looking, it started trading at about $5, and now you're at about $20. The highs up here during 2008, looking about $22.45. That ain't right. So it's not even going to give me this actual little high right here. For some reason, it's going to be really tricky. Yeah, almost $50. I think that could have been even a misprint, to be 100% honest with you. I'd have to look deeper into that one. But you're looking at about that $20 to $25 range. Seems to be an average, maybe even a little lower over the past year during COVID and everything. And then, yeah, again, it pops back up to this $30 range. So $30, $20 to $30 seems to be about the average. I think it's a little overpriced right now. Again, they could have had news and stuff that I'm not looking at this exact second. But around that $20 range seems to be a good average in order to get your dividend yield out of it. So again, that's why we do this. This is a dividend channel. We like that passive income. Let's go over here and look at SJR. So dividend yield is about 1.56% a year, which is not great, not whatsoever, but it pays it monthly. So you're getting 7 cents every single month, it looks like, pretty consistently here. Looks like it was a little bit, it never got up to 8 cents, it doesn't look like. Oh, yes. So in 2013, 2014, when things were absolutely great, it looks like you may have gotten about 9 cents per share. It looks like you got maybe a couple of extra dividends here. No, it's just not showing dates. But again, not bad. So overall, so far, I'm actually a little interested in this one. I would like the dividend yield to be a little bit higher, but 7 cents per share every single month. If we're going to compare it here to like PTY, which is still the absolute king on the analyzer, and I'll show you guys the graph that compares them side by side since inceptions and stuff like that here in just a second. But going through this, not too bad. PE ratio isn't awful. Ex-dividend date, again, this is your date that you have to buy before, or you're not going to get that dividend that month or the next following month. Again, but if you're like me, you put chunks of money into certain stocks and you don't plan on ever selling it. You just allow it to keep compounding, allowing it to buy more shares, and every single month my income goes up from that. And it's a great thing. I don't take any money out of it. It's great. Again, I trade, I make my other income, and I live off of my trading money, so it works great. So let's go to the portfolio visualizer, and this is again a tool that I think more people need to learn how to use. And again, we're going to start with $1,000 here. We're going to contribute a fixed amount every single month. Again, it is monthly right over here. Make sure it's on monthly. We're going to put $400 in, so that's $100 a week into this stock or each one of these. You can see they're at 100% each for each portfolio here. And then if you want, again, I'd already done this, but SJR, PTY, and SPY, 100% of these portfolios. So let's get down here to where you can see this. So SJR, obviously in the blue. It won't even let me highlight this actually. That's weird. Normally it will. But PTY here in the yellow, which is absolutely great as well. And you're almost staying steady with SPY, which is great. But you got to remember, S&P 500 is the best companies. PTY is more of a dividend. It's more of a retirement kind of fund that you're going to put money into, and you're going to get that compounding every single month. And me, I love to have that extra income. So if anything does ever happen, say I have a horrible month of trading, you know, I can still say, hey, I'm getting this chunk of money this month. I can pay all my bills no matter what from dividends. And that's a great feeling because it takes a little bit more stress off of you if you are like me and you like to day trade and swing trade. Now, SJR, the topic that we're having here, did pretty well here since 2010, staying with it. I mean, pretty much, let's be honest, every stock out there did pretty freaking great until this past year. And then you're going to see it kind of just tails off after that. And again, that dividend probably did shrink a little bit from what we were saw on earlier by about 1 cent every month, which does make a big difference eventually. But again, they've had this big surge here at the end of this year, basically 2021. So, and you guys can go here. I don't know how many of you guys want to do this adjusted for inflation. I don't really care about that. Money's money still to me. Yes, inflation, I do take it into account to everything, but that's not the purpose of this video. So now we're looking at annual returns when it comes down to this. And this is something that I like to look at because I want to see, you know, where's my actual returns on this. And then my biggest one is the portfolio income. Where am I making my money? And again, you guys are going to see, you guys have seen this in absolutely every single video. PTY absolutely kills it. I mean, in 2020 then, based off of what we did, if you were starting in 2010, you're making an extra 10 grand a year almost just for holding this stock. And that stock has continued to go up. I think it's had a high of around like $20 and like 20 cents. It's pretty high up there. Again, I'm still letting it compound. I'm adding whenever it dips down and has a red day. I buy more shares personally. That's just kind of how I do it. I don't like to buy on green days. Sometimes you have to wait an extra week. If it comes down to the point where I'm not going to get my dividend extra for the next month, I will go ahead and put that money in. So even if it's, as long as it's before the ex-dividend date, and again, I can make a video if you guys want. Put a comment down below saying ex-dividend date if you guys want to understand more of that and go into deeper detail, because I can do that. But again, SPY, you're not getting very much dividend whatsoever. You know, you're not, I mean, when you're making 10 grand here on this one, you're only getting 2 grand on this one. Again, 2021, you wouldn't have even broke $1,000 on all these other two. You know, you're getting 5 and 2 grand. So it works out pretty well here. Again, these are the past, so it's not going to say that this is going to keep performing. Obviously, 2021, it's not there yet. If you look back at this at the end of 2021, it should be right around, right above this one right here for PTY. Again, so SJR overall, I'm going to say I'm not going to buy this one personally. This may be one that if I have some extra money and I want to buy some more shares because I don't really have any other investments that I really want to put it into at that second, this may be one where I scoop up, 100 shares or a couple of hundred shares just to start the compounding and never really touch it again, or put some money just until, I'm ready to go and move it somewhere else. That way I'm getting that compound. I kind of do that with PTY now. I put some money into it, even if it's above what I normally put into it. I'll put some extra money into it if I have it laying around just to keep going and to keep that, that fire burning. And then I'll sell maybe 100 shares if that's what I bought of it and move it into something else when I find the chance that I want to. Normally, I don't sell any of PTY, just to be 100% honest with everybody. Again, this stock is SJR is sharing at $29.03 a share. It was up a little under 0.25% on Friday. I don't think this is a bad stock whatsoever. It's not great for me. It's a communications company. I'm not big on the communications company. If you look at AT&T, they're a big communications company and networking company, and they're getting ready to get their dividend cut more than likely. Now, it is a quarterly dividend. I can do some more of those. But again, guys, SJR, not my favorite. I'd rather go buy PTY. So with that being said, thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you